King Aries.
AJ Raw, you already know. And now you are listening to BunDat Podcast.
Raw melanin pop.
Come on, man.
Shit.
We out here.
First of all, just representing, Old Vic Tunnels, Did some acting training back in the day when Kevin Spacey was in charge. But it's all love, man. All love. Great acting training there. It took me to the next level. A lot of physical work.
I didn't even know you act, because I got a scholarship back in the day in secondary school. I didn't take it like an idiot, but hey.
No, I was in a lot of...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Shit. Shout out to Kevin Spacey.
No, I'm not shouting out to Kevin.
No. He did for what it's worth, he did a good job at the time.
I'm not shouting.
I've got a Kevin Spacey story.
That's a slippery
that
slope.
I can't share on camera.
You gotta tell me about it off camera.
Yet. So, I'll share it one day when we're massive.
I'm not shouting out Kevin Spacey.
Because when we're massive, then I can afford lawyers if anything crazy happens.
No, see, you can't
if I share it now, and he comes at me,
take it down.
Because with a lot of these rich powerful people, it's not that you're wrong, like you're right, but you can't afford to fight it.
Not only that you put them in a certain light.
Yeah, but I'm saying once they bring the lawyers and you ain't got your money up, you can't afford to fight it. So I'm gonna wait till we're somebody.
Hey man, we already somebody. People just don't know yet. That's how I'm looking at it. We somebody already. People just getting to know. You feel me?
Yo,
talk to me. How we doing this?
My
bro?
hair feels like it's in some sort of entanglement right now. My hair's entangled. The way I tied it, it's kind of entanglement. So you guys know.
No, wait. We need a moment of silence for that one.
Entangled.
Hey, yo. You can't do that, bro.
Why not?
Yo.
I'm just speaking my truth. Taking you on this journey with me.
Stop it. Bro, before we get put on the red table talk, bro.
I like the rest of my
look, man. Shout out to Will. I know you going through it. 50 Cent clowning you. Everybody getting on your ass. I just want to say, you have showed a great deal of patience to take such nonsense from somebody that should not be in any position to make you feel like that. I'm sorry, but Jada Pinkett Smith was 41 at the time, and August Alsina was 20.
Hold on, you're going straight.
No, I'm going. We going.
Time out.
We going.
Time out.
No,
time
we
out.
going.
I need to give you an intro first, because y'all know I'm paid.
Come on, bro. So, I can't.
Pull out the instrumental real quick. I'm gonna give you a nice intro.
You're not about to do this.
No,
because if you play the instrumental, we might not like it. I don't know what you about to. Do you own it?
You like that? Okay.
You still going? Turn it off, man, before they flag us.
Now this is the story all about how a man's wife was loose around town. A nigga named August started digging around. They call it entanglement and they're running their mouths. I go ahead, bro. Listen.
I didn't know he was gonna do that. That's wild. Now, if they take our video down, you know why?
They can't.
What do you mean they can't?
They don't own the rights to the beat.
Oh, that's mad. You fought this out. It's crazy.
It's a Victor TV show.
Anyway, I'm looking at it. Like this. I'm looking at it like this, bro. Look, Jada Pinkett. Look, first of all, we gotta address the double standards in society, bro. Why is Jada Pinkett Smith allowed to get away with something like that?
You mean it wouldn't be allowed if it was like a successful old man?
Who the
took advantage of a young broken woman.
Look how that even sounds, bro. Look how that even sounds. Just wording it sounds mad. This is somebody that did it, got away with it, and now talking about it. But because
first time.
Like she's successfully mastered the art of disguising BS with nice words. Yeah? Will Smith was like, tell me what happened. And she said, I got in an entanglement with August.
Entanglement of bodies.
An entanglement, you know. And then he was just like, entanglement? No, you meant relationship. And then she said, yes, that's what I said. No, that's not what you said. You said entanglement. And this is when he was 20 and he was 41. So imagine going to date somebody in the same age bracket as your kids. That is wild.
Cougar.
That is ridiculous.
Milf.
No. We're not putting nice words on it. That's predatory. Because let's be real. If that was a man, if that was Will, if that was Denzel, if that was Michael B. Jordan,
Jada Pinkett Kelly,
if that was no, see you going you
Jada Cosby.
Look,
I got one more in me.
no, this is gonna be the whole podcast. I already know.
I don't know if I should do it.
Don't do it. No, you said two of the worst names ever.
I got one
you said
more.
two of the worst names ever. You already said the worst names because if you go worse than that, then I don't know what you about to. Don't go worse than that. We gonna leave it there. But yeah, so imagine that. Like the double standard is horrendous just based on the fact that this kid was 20 and he was broken. And he wasn't even raising his own children. Like he was going through a lot.
I wanna big up August for that.
You feel me?
I heard he legally adopted.
Yes.
I wanna big up August for that, dude.
Bro. So you can tell that he had a good heart.
Career on hold. For
Bro, imagine it. And he was hot at the time as well. And he said, no, I gotta look after these babies, bro.
But Jada said she gets off. She said she gets off by finding people like that. She said she gets off by finding broken people and healing through healing herself. And then once she's healed, she says once she's healed, she's out.
Imagine that.
So she doesn't really
imagine that. Do you see what I mean? That's like I'm gonna be real.
Bro, are you shocked?
No, but I'm gonna be real. Like I'm gonna come clean because I was laughing in the beginning, but when I really think about it, like that could have been my brother that went through that. That could have been somebody that I care about that went through that. Like did you hear what he said? He said, I could die now knowing that I gave myself to something like that. Who talks like that? Who talks like that?
Bars.
Who talks like that?
R&B strong in that guy.
No, but I'm saying like, look how deep that was for him.
He's gone.
He felt like that was real. And what did she call it? Healing. Look at the words she used.
Does it kind of come across like witchcraft or some shit?
No witchcraft, but like, let's just be real for a second.
Potions and shit.
Because like, this really get me tight, bro. Like she took full advantage of him, dropped him. Like, so you give someone 100% access and then you withdraw yourself completely. You withdrew yourself and then he cut you off. And he cut you off because you made him believe that it was something it wasn't. So that's where you took advantage. You took advantage psychologically because he was broken and he came to you for help. He came to you for help, bro. Like, you don't do that. And not only did you make him look stupid, you made Will look stupid as well. And then you tried to remix the name of whatever this thing was between you and Will. It's a marriage. Don't say life partnership. Don't get fancy with it. That's your husband. It's kind of weird when they say life partnership because it means that if they're like, believe in an afterlife. It means that when you die, you single again. Because remember, the partnership only for life. Come on, bro. I feel like she has something to do with Tupac's death. No, man. Okay, well, I'm not going there. I am not going there.
I said it.
I'm not going there
because she's been messy from
no.
Like
I can't do that.
Because if I want to believe all the stuff she says about the whole Tupac situation, I can't do that. People die over girls all the time.
No.
She's involved.
No.
Conspiracy theory.
No.
Conspiracy.
I can't do that. I can't give that to Jada. I can't let her wear that. Like, she ran for what she did to August Alsina, but that one right there, no.
You think it's her first?
No.
She seems seasoned. She seems like this is the one that got out.
There's probably more that we don't know about, but what I'm saying is the fact of the matter is
she always talks to that. She always says
there's a double standard and an underlining that we're not addressing, which is the wrongness of predators, bro. Like
when it comes to women
in general. But in this case, it happened to be a woman. Somehow Krugers have been glamorized.
Jada Weinstein.
Like, look at the word we use it, Krugers. Like, we're trying to sexualize it, we're trying to glamorize it, we're trying to sauce up a little bit. No. That's a predator, bro. That's a predator right there. So I'm gonna be real, like,
it's a terrible
I was like I really liked some of the movies Jada been in. and stuff like that. I'm not bashing her career as an actor, but we talking about past that. We talking about as a person. We're talking about the choices that you made. Like, he came to you because he felt like you could help him come out of a darker place that he was in, and you made him worse.
You know how evil that is?
You made him worse.
You know how evil that is, though?
That's wild, bro.
Like, thinking about it is like
that's wild.
Some villain shit, like real, like manga villain shit.
And guess what? People not clowning Jada, they're clowning Will. They're clowning Will.
I clown that guy.
They're clowning Will. I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing at. But let's really deep what happened.
The only person I refuse to clown is August.
Bro, let's really deep what's going on. Will's taking heat for what his wifey did to him.
He chose her. He let go of one woman for her. He let go of one kid for her and new kids. Chose her. He made the bed. He allowed his behavior all these years. Every interview she talks about, well, if Pac was still alive, like fuck with, like, you know, and he's allowed. Someone's gonna keep overstepping boundaries. Eventually, there's no boundaries. Think about he's in a sunken place. Like, I can't think of any situation. I can't think of any situation where a woman can convince me to come sit at some table publicly,
right,
where she could talk about cheating on me in front of a bunch of people. You know how sunken you have to be for a woman to be like, oh, let me tell you this thing.
No, something's that, but that's
from some camera, and then you agree. Something
broke somewhere, bro. I'm gonna be real.
You know what I mean? So
this is not Fresh Prince Will, clearly. This is not Men in Black Will. Like, this is something somewhere broke.
A clone?
No, but I'm just saying something in him broke. Like, that's not who...
He asked for this. He left the normal woman. He wanted a strong, independent black woman. He wanted a different one. He had a black woman, he wanted a strong, independent. He left the normal kid. He wanted some hungry for success kids. Do you know what I mean? So anytime I see any kind of madness happening in his life, like, it's not nice, but if you look on paper for what he asked for in life, he got exactly what he wanted. He pursued this, and this is what you get. You can't choose the terms under which you get it.
You know what's mad? Now, do you know how eloquent they try to give out advice and all this stuff? And I seen a clip from like 2 years ago where he said, like, he retired. He retired from trying to make his wife happy. Now, let's really talk about that, right? Imagine your wife not being happy.
You're not using that?
And you...
You're not using that? I'm using that.
No, everyone's saying...
I'm retiring from making you happy.
I'm gonna be real. That's my wife, bro. Like...
You get to retire?
Never. That's the long haul. What's the ring? What's the ring for? What was the marriage for? What was the vows for?
His vows said
for sickness and health, for better, for
that's not his vows. His vows said for sickness until retirement.
Nah,
you
bro.
gotta check the vows.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I mean. Like, a lot of people don't understand what marriage is. They feel like it's just some physical thing with a ring.
That's their marriage, though.
Bro, marriage is the synchronization of two people, bro. You're agreeing to spend the rest of your life with this person that has full access to you in every way. What do you mean you retire from making her happy, bro? What do you mean?
In Hollywood, there's an asterisk where there's entanglements.
Nah, bro.
Which means...
that really, like, me thinking that really got me hot, bro. And I know normally we like being positive, but we gotta be real. We gotta call out the nonsense, because they were quote unquote role models.
Goals.
There were goals, weren't they?
Relationship goals.
People were looking at them and saying, I want a relationship like that.
He always talks about like greatness and stuff. This is why I've always clouded with Spit. Always found him cool. And yeah, he's always talks about greatness and stuff.
Nah, I grew up on Will, bro. So
whenever he talks, he always talks up with this kind of. In my opinion, he always has this condescending tone, as in. There's people who try and share information and value, and it's like, let's do it. And he always tries to do it in this way, as in, oh, look up to me kind of thing. So he always uses the word greatness. And every time he uses it, I just look at like, well, what's great about having like weirdo ass kids? Or what's great about having a woman who every chance she gets, she says she'll rather be with
embarrasses him.
Like, do you know what I mean? Because I think it's very successful.
Embarrasses him,
there's a lot of people more successful than Will Smith. And you know the scariest thing is? There's a lot of people less successful than Will Smith. But they have people in their lives with respect for them. This is what it boils down to. Yeah? Let me know what you lot think in the comments. It boils down to this. If I have respect for my wife and my kids, yeah, then...
No, but look at the word. You already used the word wife already.
If I have respect for my wife and my kids, certain rumours can't fly.
Facts.
I'll nip that shit in the butt. And
Facts.
certain things I can't do. If my wife
Yeah.
has respect for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you lot feel about, you know, things happen or whatever. Okay, I'm not going to get into what happened. But if my wife has respect for me, she cannot get me to come on some cameras and talk about cheating on me. In fact, if my wife has respect for me and I said I want to go on camera so she can tell me about that,
she'd say no.
she should do everything in her power to stop it. She should sabotage it. That's how respect works. Yeah? If my kids have respect for me, before they say some wild cut my dick off shit or come whatever, they should come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I look at this family, they talk about, they use, like you said, they use all these words, whatever, but the word I never see from their actions, I don't listen to the words, I know my goals. I don't see any respect in that family. There's so many people in Hollywood that have skeletons and kind of stuff, but there's a level of respect there where we're going to deal with it or we're not, but what you're not going to do is disrespect the unit. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jada kids and Sheik and the guys wouldn't do this to each other. And they're friends, they're not married. We've never even seen their public, all their years, and they're gangster rappers, and they ain't disagreed on shit? Really? No. But there's a respect there, so we don't get to see it. But we're seeing it from a married couple. We're seeing it from their son, we're seeing it from their daughter. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a lack of respect. There's no respect in the household. Do you know what I mean? You focused on self-development, you focused on career progression, but where's the respect?
My thing is, like, they keep trying to individualize themselves. Oh, we, like, the way we were on two individual paths. What?
There's something he said. Something he said that people quote a lot. And I've always distanced myself from it fully. I understand it as a whole, but just the way it's used, people use it a lot. There's something he said that gets used a lot. People always quote it. It's, I'm not responsible for your happiness.
I hate that.
Yeah?
That's where I was going.
I understand the full context of it. As in, overall, you gotta want to be happy. And you gotta want to be here. But, listen, if me and you are together, right now we're shooting this podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
And I come in, and your energy is a certain way or whatever. I'm doing everything in my power
to bring that back up.
Yeah. Because I'm responsible for your happiness.
Yes,
we're gonna shoot this, or
because
we might have to call this up today, so that I can just make sure you're in a better place.
Come on.
This whole I'm not responsible for your happiness.
Come on, bro.
Like, do you know how happy I can be on my own without anyone?
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, I can do that.
Way easier.
I can do that.
It's easier, bro.
And then achieve what?
Well, a lot of people find happiness in solitude and things like that.
I can do that, but then achieve what? You know what I'm saying? I can have a great day and come here and be like, yo, I'm having a great time, and we're gonna shoot this podcast. And oh, you in a mood? Oh, well, shit, I'm happy. And, you know what I mean?
And the thing is, bros, we talking about a marriage.
Do you know what I mean?
We fuck with each other in real life, but we talking about a marriage. Their intimacy is times a million, bro. And they're a couple, and they've had children.
They spend way more hours together than we do.
What? And they got history. Bro. And what's mad is, like, there's a difference between a friendship and a marriage, bro. That's two different things. So I'm saying, like, they could not, I believe what happened was they couldn't get over the stigmatism of marriage. Do you feel what I'm saying? They couldn't understand that, listen, this is it.
It's me and you, not me and then you. It's me and you.
It's not me and then you. It's me and you.
If you say to your wife, and this is not taking a dig against me, I'm just saying, if you say to your wife, I'm not responsible for your happiness.
Imagine that.
Your wife is going to find someone else that's willing to take responsibility for your happiness.
That's what it is.
If your wife says to you, I got myself entangled and this and that and I needed healing or whatever, and I couldn't get it from you, all this kind of stuff. Listen, all I'm hearing is your wife say I don't respect you.
Bro, my thing, no.
Because your wife should come to you and be like, listen, bro, the hardest conversations is, hey, we're not seeing eye to eye right now. Like, I don't agree with that fuck shit you did. I'm not happy with you right now, but right now I need you. And you need to figure out how to, like, support me. You know what I mean? Those are the toughest situations. And we go through it and you like, yo, you're my guy. Okay, cool.
My thing is, like, it and I don't want to say it's his fault, but he kind of set things in motion the minute
I was saying this before.
The minute he said, "I retire."
Oh, you out?
What?
Alright, let me get someone. August,
Wait a minute.
you in the game?
Wait a minute.
Off the bench.
You retired from trying to make your wife happy.
They both did though. They both did.
What?
It's like, because it's constantly all I keep hearing is about how they're open to all this new age bullshit and all that kind of. There's plenty of people around the world who are highly successful.
Crazy, bro.
And they still have an idea of what's more important.
Yes.
When those fans stop cheering and the Rose ain't coming in no more, whatever.
She's there.
What have you built?
She's right there.
Because right now, it's like...
Oh, she's supposed
I'm hearing they're on some expensive getaway. I think they're trying to like save it or whatever. Which, on the one hand, I think is a good thing. Because, you know, crying on some silk sheets in some tropical place can really make you find value and stuff better. But on the other hand, overall, I'm like, what are you trying to say? Like, you know when you're pulling that string because it's the thing to do, but there's nothing there to pull. Like,
my thing is,
I don't know the relationship. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying from what they've thrown to us over the years before this situation, they seem that they've been broken for years. So I don't see what you're trying to save. Like, it would make sense to try and start from scratch and rebuild something, and you can't do that in a holiday destination because that's like fairy tale. That's like honeymoon. If you're gonna build something, you gotta be in that house where she fucked the nigga and have real conversations and change those sheets and cry and really not go on the fucking camera table and have your wife say in front of a bunch of people, yeah. Do you know how disrespectful it is that the person's even brought you to this nonsense place and they're talking in code? Do you know how disrespectful it is to speak to someone in code? To their face? Do you know how rude that is? To belittle their intelligence and speak to someone in code. Let alone in front of cameras and like, what the hell? Like, no.
Well, my thing is she felt like she could do that. She felt like...
Remember when I said he could have a
yeah.
normal girl, he could have a normal family, but he chose this whole...
And it's Jada Pinkett Smith that everyone... Like, again, my thing is the esteem that everyone held them to in. Like, and imagine something like this come out and it just blew up the whole persona. And I feel like that's what it was. That they were trying so hard to hold up a persona instead of working on the marriage.
And raising their damn kids.
Yes. And it crumbled like crazy. There's no way any guy should be able to say, I was with Thing's wife and I sat down with Will and he gave me his blessing, etc., etc.
Oh, I want to touch on something. She said to Will, the only person that can give permission or blessing
to my body
is me.
Right.
Again, this whole new age, my body, my decision, I disagree. If I'm with you, I get a say in your body, you get a say in mine.
Right.
If I'm with you, if I'm with you, before I do certain things, I have to think about you.
I remember my boyfriend, husband.
I'm talking about everything. I remember a couple of years ago, was gonna go on a big trip, and on this big trip, it was a bunch of girls and me and one guy. So to try and even the numbers a bit, so there's a bunch of girls, 2 guys, me and one guy.
Okay.
So to try and get more numbers, I highlight my boy.
Right.
I was like, yo, going on this trip, it's a bunch of girls, so you should have come through.
Right.
He said, yo, that sounds amazing, but I can't do that to my girl.
Wow.
He immediately looked up what I was asking him to do, as in holiday, and looked past that.
Wow.
He immediately looked past the whole holiday fun. He immediately looked at it as in,
I can't do that.
That's something I'm doing to my girl.
Wow. Look at that.
That's something wrong. Do you know what I mean? And when he said that, I was like, oh, my bad for even asking. Because I wasn't in his relationship. Because I wasn't in his relationship. I didn't even think of it as in, the minute he said that, I was like, oh, I'm guilty. My bad. Not saying he's gonna be out there. He's gonna do nothing. But I'm saying to put himself in that situation.
As a man,
he wouldn't want his girl going on a trip with a bunch, would he? And he just looked at you know what I mean? So I look at something like that where it's like that's the relationship, right?
Not only that, but it's your maturity level though. You understood straight away. You understood what that was. You understood where it was coming from. Like These people, and this is what I'm saying, these people have mastered the art of dressing up BS. Let's really say what this was.
Facts.
She stepped down Will Smith because she was hurt that he stopped trying to make her happy. And instead of communicating that, she went away and she said that she had to go find healing. What healing you gonna find in someone else that mean you can't find in our marriage?
20-year-old dick.
What?
R&B dick.
Nah, bro. And you talking about he made me feel good. I'm glad I didn't see all of it, because I would have broke something.
No, because you know what? Will can rap. Yeah, but August probably sing to her during sex.
I don't care. No.
You don't think it's dangerous?
Nah, bro. I don't care, bro. No, that's crazy. That's almost the reverse of April and Omarion.
Omarion's that
it's
guy,
the same.
Omarion is not Will Smith, bro. Omarion is that. No, Omarion's like an alpha.
No, but we gonna use that as an example. Like, that's how you handle somebody that's really out of pocket, bro. That's how you handle that. Look what April Jones did. Like, Jada went to a 20-year-old. April Jones went to his bandmate.
Little Fizz.
His bandmate, his boy.
Fizzy Wizzy.
Just to spite him.
Well,
because she weren't cool, because she expected.
The difference is that's Omarion, dude. Like, that guy.
No, I understand that.
That's a big man, bro.
Big up to Omarion. He's one.
Like, when Omarion speaks, when Omarion speaks, he sounds 10 years older than Will Smith, bro.
Yes.
Like, that's a guy, bro.
Centered guy.
That's a guy.
Yeah.
You know what's there?
And
like,
that's what I mean.
He's
like,
not some.
Look at the.
Just because you're some famous girl, woman that everybody wants, I'm gonna, like, be more. Like, I mean, Omarion is Omarion 24/7.
Not only that, he got custody of the kids. Like, he moved a certain way. There's no way somebody like Will Smith shouldn't be.
They're cut from different cloths, bro.
Come on, man.
We ain't all the same.
Just
cut from
look at
different
the way he
cloths.
handled it. Like, she was going off for about a week straight. She went on shows, interviews that's got millions of views. You know what he said? Nothing.
He's Omarion.
And then when the tour came, oh yeah, Fizz not on the tour. Sorry.
Best way to cut that nigga the butt.
Cancelling her what's that the payment that they gotta do. What's that payment thing?
Or child support or something?
Yeah, she cancelled that. And he didn't have to pay her child support because he got full custody of the kids, by the way.
You know what's dope? Like, you know what's dope about Omarion that I like?
Different dude.
Again, some people agree, some people won't. What's dope about Omarion that I like
dude.
is like what you just said. He didn't feel the need to try and like belittle her or cuss her out, because that's still the mother of his kids. He can't get away from that.
Thank you.
So he did what he had to do, but his kids are still happy, and she's not in a place where she's distraught, and that's gonna mess with his kids. She's in a place where she knows what she did wrong, but he hasn't done it in such a way that she's gonna be a bad influence on his kids. So, so I look that those guys are playing chess in life. Those kind of people there. It's like Omarion, if he does end up settling down, which I know he's against, but if he does, he's gonna be with an actual queen. Like, the way he moves, he see, like, you can tell he's someone that he doesn't say dumb stuff. Like, you can tell that's a mistake. You know what I mean?
He's got a lot of king. And the thing is, what's funny is he been on the reality shows, like he done the Hollywood stuff, but guess what? He came to a realization. Wait a minute. I'm Mario.
But he's raised different as well, because his dad's like a blood or a crip or something, isn't it? So
I don't know, but his
dad's like a prominent.
I didn't even know that. All I know is like
Omarion's untouchable.
He's very centered and takes his time to answer stuff. Like, he has king energy. Like, he don't move.
He don't just talk about, like, you feel me? Greatness and this.
No, he talks about his mistakes. Like, you see him being vulnerable at the right times. You see him acknowledging certain stuff, but you also see him understanding his worth.
And no girl convinced him to go sit at no table.
Ever. Let April Jones with the talk about come do this.
Go sit on some table so I can tell about how
embarrass you.
How I suck that guy off.
I can embarrass you and then word it differently.
There was a part which was like, he made me feel good. Real good. And Will went, you know what I was like? And I'm like, what do you expect her to say? You agreed to come on the, like, what, you think she gonna say it was trash? Like, you agreed to come in front of the cameras. That's why I can't feel sorry for this. Like,
that's so
what do you expect? It's like asking your girl, how was he? And she's like, he was great. Like, you know, like, nigga, you asked.
That's so wild, bro. That really got me hot, bro. That really got me hot.
Will's no angel, B. Will's no angel.
He might not be no angel, but you know.
Will's mad because with all the bullshit he's been doing, he's never got Jada to ever agree with or to accept to be the fool and to look like, you know,
that, but
he's angry because she's managed to make him
We really popping for real. I love being black, bro. I gotta say that, man. Black boy joy, man. And black lives matter, man. You already know.
Joy.
Glad to be alive, man.
See, just for this topic here, I have to come out with a hoodie and like
wow, in the grey hoodie,
road and
grey. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin, man.
I had to come road to deal with this situation.
No, because
this is how we should have shown up to the table.
Because it's a violation, and the thing is, like, you hear how he said, because I seen some clip where she was just like, oh well, you know, that's over and whatnot, and he was just like, well, for me it's about getting you back. And then she tried, oh, well, I don't think it's about that. And it's like, no, for me it is. Like, you can tell he hurt, bro. He hurt, and he tried to make it like he not hurt.
When you're hurt, you can't make smart decisions.
You feel me?
You agree to go on interviews and stuff.
He said, it's about getting her back. Then she said, I think you already got me back, but we passed that, though.
She tried to tell him how he feels.
Imagine that. So my point is, and from her saying that tells me that Will's done some BS too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that's why he's really mad, because although he's done some BS, she's never given her the opportunity to drag her through the mud with it and publicly shame her.
Look how bad Will look right now.
She's an alpha. She's an alpha. She's always been the strong, independent.
So stupid.
How you listen to the words strong, independent. How you gonna build with that? The person is independent and they thrive off strength. They're gonna be in control. Like, you trying to settle down and have a like you think you're gonna have some normal kids?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't mind the woman that got her own money. I don't mind that. I don't mind.
Money doesn't mean independence.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Go ahead,
I don't mind the woman that got her own money. I don't mind the woman that want to get up and go do what she needs to do. I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind the woman that's a go-getter, that's on that, bro. But when it comes to this house, like, we're trying to build. And if I marry you, that means I'm marrying you for life. We're building. I don't play with marriage, bro. A lot of people feel like that's some physical thing. No, that's a spiritual thing, bro. That means anybody that come after us is going to have our name, our likeness, and everything else that we built. Like, we're going to pass on certain stuff. You got to be on that wave for real. If you're not on that, then we can't rock like that. So for someone like Will Smith, who I know, that was his full intention to build with her. Right?
How you gonna build with someone?
Hold on. And the thing is that I can tell that wasn't her intention.
Because
she said it. She said she didn't want to get married. She already said that. She didn't want a wedding. Like, there's certain things that her energy just, they weren't in sync, bro.
Once someone tells you who they are, you gotta believe them. If a man's a bachelor, yeah? Come on, bro. If a man's a bachelor, he doesn't have to be making money. He's a bachelor. He's independent. Okay, there's plenty of Indian kids that drive an M3. They got crazy money. They got crazy property. They're doing a little thing. They live at home with their parents. They're making that money, right? They're not independent. You see what I'm saying? They're dependent. They're making all that money, but they're dependent. That's just one example. Those kids get out of their mom's house and they get married and make a union. Because they don't have an independent
mentality. Look what you said, though. You said a union.
Yeah. When you're independent now, there's a lot of guys, they're not making that much money, whatever, but they have an independent mentality. It's just them, whatever, yeah? You're going to be a bachelor forever. Because you cannot build with independence. It's a mindset. Yeah. You cannot build with someone that says, I'm a strong, independent black man, or I'm a strong, independent black woman. They're telling you who they are. You can't build with that. Two people can't be independent, and then you think, we're going to come together and make something. Right. That's what's wrong with the world. Yeah. People telling you straight up what they are, and you're still walking into the fire.
And it's been glamorized.
Do you know what I mean?
It's been glamorized.
It's like on the internet you see a lot of black men bashing black women. Oh, they're independent. Why do you go for her? You just told me she's strong, independent, that's what she cares about. So why are you trying to wife her?
My thing is,
you know what I mean?
Some people run away from it.
There's other women.
Some people running away from it, though. Some people just like the sound of marriage and don't really know what marriage is. Marriage is for life. Let's just get that clear. Marriage is not just about the day. That's forever. And that's after too. When you wife get buried, after you get buried, they gonna bury y'all in the same place. Your names are entangled forever.
That's crazy, man.
Ever. Like, that's it. That's the end of the game.
You know the maddest part about this is
Come on, bro. So that's what I need to say on it. She embarrassed Will. Do you know what I'm saying? Will looks stupid sitting there, right? And the whole thing's stupid in the same place. Don't tell me you need a break. Don't tell me you broken. Don't tell me none of that stuff. Nah. If we wife and husband, we are going to get through this. I don't care how hard it is. That's the whole point of marriage. In sickness and in health, for better, for worse, rich or poor, whatever. I married you. That's it.
Nah, but they're not living by that.
Come on. That's my whole thing.
The craziest part for this is
that's it.
They're doing their healing. They're trying to save them. They're trying to save their marriage. They're doing all this stuff, yeah. And it's like August is not healed. August is not healing. So the crazy part about all of this is all the spotlights on them. Whether people care for them or whether people hate them, all the sympathy is all on them. And August is gonna get relegated back to the dark, alone, and like you're saying, worse off. Like that's the only person I feel sorry for in this situation. Yeah. Because that's the only person who didn't choose to be there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because no one can convince me that he was in the right sound of mind at the time he was of agreeing to those things. So that time he didn't choose to be there. Right. These two people, whether you agree with how things worked out, whatever, have made decisions that they chose to do. Yeah. August is the only victim here, and the way it's ending is these two people, whether Will says F off or whatever, or he stays, or whether she continues doing this or whatever, which I believe she will do, and she has been doing.
I think she will.
At the end of the day, these two people are making decisions, and they're gonna be alright. Yeah. It's August that I'm looking at the situation.
And they're solidified because they're married. That's it.
I saw a clip. He had on like a weave or something, like it was crazy.
Some star signs in the Krusty the Clown.
Star signs in the background, like
something.
I was looking at it and I was like,
damn. He's gone, bro.
And you're forgetting outside of all of this, the other problems haven't gone away. Brother, still deceased. Yeah. Still trying to raise these kids. Yeah. Still trying to figure out this career. Still can't do too much because he has to focus on the family. So this only adds to it. None of the other stuff has gone away. The mental health, the situation. He's still dealing with real life issues and real life problems.
And they called him a homewrecker. Now we figured out that Jada went and scooped him up. They labeled him a homewrecker. Like he said he lost money. Like it's a lot of things that he lost.
And he's not just feeding himself.
Right, bro. Nah, we got like
So the Smiths?
BunDat.
One more time?
BunDat. That's it. I'm sorry. No. And I grew up on Will Smith. Wild Wild West and all that. But no, you out of pocket. You out of pocket. Jada out of pocket. Like, that's it.
Pray for August, man. Pray for August.
Bro, blessings to August. Don't see no man. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? You gonna get through this, bro. You got kids to raise. We with you. I'm gonna download that album as soon as I get off.
Yeah, I heard it's fire. I'm gonna download. And he's never done anything I don't like. Even when he features on people's stuff, I only want to hear his part.
Great artist. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I'll hold you down. I only want to hear his part.
Come on. Different type of tempo when it comes to R&B. Such a magic.
And he just always comes across, I think that's what people, like, rap some people the wrong way. Because he just always comes across so genuine. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people like that, even fans. Because he just, a lot of people are so used to being like the Smiths, lying to you and telling you this great stuff, that he seems to rap people the wrong way because he says how he feels and what is on the mind, and it's not always nice. And people are like, why is he ranting like this? Yeah, that's he's real.
So that's my whole thing. So I just wanted to say that. So you know.
But let's go to something more light-hearted. Yeah.
Good.
Slang, bro. British slang and that. Yeah. So I've heard that with some youngers. Yeah. So slang is different, bro. It's different. I'm with some youngers.
Well, if you don't know, we're in the UK right now. Slang is different everywhere. You feel me? But it's just like where we're from, the slang is interesting because not only has it changed, but it's also reverted back to where it used to be back in the day.
It's crazy, and it's different parts of different city, different parts of the country. Yeah. So I'm with some youngers, and they're talking whatever, and one of the younger goes to me, so I'm like, oh, what's wrong with my man? What's wrong with him, my friend? One of the youngers, oh, he's chung. What? It's bare chung. What? So, in the 90s, straight my age, when I grew up, I'm an 80s baby. So when I grew up in the 90s, chung was like a sexy girl.
A good looking.
It was usually like a light skin, because back then it was when the light skin girl was usually like a light skin girl. So you call a normal girl buff, but a light skin thing is chung.
So it's what Redbone means right now. That's what chung was back in the day.
That's how I grew up. As in, I remember, shout out to Antoinette Hunt. Shout out, I ain't seen you in years. I hope you're alright, I hope you're healthy, hope your family, hope your twin, hope your sister, everyone's cool. So, I remember when I met this girl Antoinette, it was unanimous, the whole neighborhood was like, she's Chung, whatever. Her MySpace name was Chung Browning, because she was like light skin, brown skin, and she was Chung. Do you know what I mean? So it was unanimous. Chung Browning was her MySpace name. That's Chung, that's what I'm used to Chung meaning. So when he said to the other boy.
He's chung.
To me, coach, he's chung. He's bare chung.
What?
when he emphasized it, so I looked at him like,
what?
I didn't know what to do. Like, you trying to come out to me right now? Because I don't know. Do I need to offer support or whatever? So I was like, what do you mean? Because luckily, I'm one of those people that ask questions.
Right.
I always assume I'm wrong. So I asked questions. He was like, he's been smoking. He's been smoking.
Oh, so he meant high.
Smoking marijuana.
Oh, he meant high. Oh.
So I was like, wait, so you lot mean...
When did chung mean high?
So I said, explain it to me. And he was like, you know when you smoke, your eyes get like chinky or whatever?
Yeah.
So we call it chung. Like chinky, like chinky. It's like... I think that's racist anyway, but it's like a play on...
That's very racist.
So I looked at him, so I was like, you know that in my day, chung meant like a sexy girl.
Right.
So he looked at me like, coach, nah, like... So how did they all laugh while you know what I mean? And it was like... That's just one instance of like the slang... The new slang, the old slang, like nang.
Right. Don't tell me nang means something different.
No, when I say nang, look at me like confused. Like, what's that sound you just made? And I'm like, it means like...
It means dope.
Sick, heavy, dope. Like, and then look at me confused until I'm like, when I hit like lit, I'm like, oh! Some of the crazy, I've heard some craziest...
Stupid.
A guy said to me,
what?
A young guy. It's always young people with the new slang. So Iraj.
Yeah, I remember.
The homie.
Shout out to Iraj.
So I was talking.
Big up Iraj.
So I was talking, we're having a conversation. So then he said, say nada. So my stupid self said, nada.
You're actually...
Because I thought maybe it's like a joke coming or...
You're an
trick. So he looked at me. And I looked at him and it was like a long pause. We looked at each other.
Like the Diddy pause? Or
yeah, just like that.
The Diddy pause.
Because in my head I'm like, I've said nada. You told me to say nada. So what's next?
You're dumb.
So then he giggled. He's like, what? So I was like, again, I like to explain myself. So I was like, he told me to say nada. So I said nada.
You're an idiot.
Then he was like, no, it's the sentence you said before. I was like, yeah. He was like, I was agreeing with it. So I was like, what do you mean? Then he was like, say nothing. So my stupid ass said nothing.
Oh my god, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
So he was like, you're doing that again. So he's like, at first I thought he was doing it on purpose. So then he explained, it's like, a term of agreement is basically say no more. Back in my days, say no more.
Right.
So my stupid ass wouldn't say no more.
Right.
So he's like, say no more. They've shortened it.
It's like a full stop.
So they've shortened it now to
nada.
Nothing.
Right.
And then that's not evolved to nada.
Right.
But us old heads are still with say no more. S&M.
Hey.
Do you know what I mean? So he explained to me that he was agreeing with my statement. It's like sometimes like when I'm listening to like lyrics, UK like
another
the slang is crazy. Remember when you say boo? If you liked a song in the rave, it's go boom.
Yeah. Or pop,
pop, pop, pop. Brrr. Now brrr is an ad-lib on a song.
Yeah.
Back in the days, you would get brrr from the audience.
Yes.
Now you can put a brrr into your own song.
That's crazy.
So you're telling people it's sick. Like, it might be trash.
No.
Like what other slang do you have?
That's when you're like the word shellings. Like
shellings.
When you're killing a cipher or rave, someone like Guess.
It's good that you said killing.
When you're just and they're like
shellings,
and they're like, yo, he's shelling it, like he's going.
So let me explain to you guys what shelling means. So it's like he said killing. So shellings is basically like if so you're in war and you're just shooting.
Yes, and the shells,
cases drop. The shells drop.
Yes.
So you're hitting every ball. You're hitting every beat. Shelling.
It's like the Sonic.
So you're hitting your mark.
It's like the Sonic.
So in the UK we say shellings. Back in the day, if you say that to a bunch of kids now, they'll be like, what?
Like Kano and Guess, they basically were two of the craziest people, especially when they was to go back to back, especially on Ghetto Coyote and I can't remember the song that they did recently.
Gets is a different breed.
What's the song?
I like that he's so unique.
And he stayed true to himself. He stayed true to himself. He never switched up.
Bro,
what? He even did a new thing on Mixtape Madness, and he just with Kenny All Stars, and he just went crazy again. Like somehow he's been able to continuously
because he's just who he is. He's who he is.
Year after year after year.
I like him.
So that's shellings. That's one that you know.
Done no. You're done no. That's the patois influence from the Jamaicans into London.
A lot of it was
so it's.
a lot.
So it's not you don't know. It's you don't know. It means you're right.
Yep.
It means I'm agreeing with you. It means you do know.
Yes.
So this is one of the occasions which happens often where the slang is actually longer. Because it's actually quicker to say you do know. But when the slang is actually longer than
the original.
than the English.
And I gotta say the one that we named this podcast after.
BunDat. Okay, let's break that down.
Well, BunDat basically means like, a lot of the time when you're in a certain situation or when you come across something that you don't like, you might say another term that I'm not going to say on here because the YouTube algorithm is basically going to cancel us. But basically, almost the F word in a certain way. Like, when you don't agree with something, when you don't like something, when you're in a situation and you don't want to be in that situation, you might say BunDat.
Bun.
You know what I mean?
So to burn. Like, patois.
Again, it's a patois influence.
Burn it.
It's the slang that we grew up on.
Burn it.
It's how we started this podcast. And it was just the same between us two that we would refer to and use most of the time. So that's part of what this whole podcast is about. You guys always learn something or gain something from this podcast, and that's the whole point, uplifting our people and things like that. So Boris Johnson can bun that. You know I'm always kidding. You know I am. You know I'm going to kill him.
Leave the guy.
No, I'm going to kill him. Boris Johnson can bun that. David Cameron can bun that. Theresa May can bun that too. Tony Blair could bun that as well. Him as well.
Tony Blair's a war criminal.
You feel me? Like, he really convinced the whole country to go to, what was it, Iran or Iraq, one of them or both of them.
And now he gives advice.
And imagine it. And the country's been worse. And the country's been worse off since. So that's my point. Like, we learn to elevate and give people a positive message, speak our mind, be free, like real freedom, enough to express ourselves. When a lot of people say freedom of expression, they don't really understand what that means. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people are scared to speak their mind. In this day and age when our people are dying, when our people are incarcerated for no reason, where drugs get planted on us for things like that, where a lot of people that speak up get silenced, I want this platform to be a platform where people could see that and understand that as two black males that have been put in a negative light automatically under the label of toxic masculinity. I want us to reclaim what being masculine is, and that's to stand firm in your skin, stand firm on your name, to be happy, to be joyous, and to be able to carry the feelings of others.
Don't agree to go to a fucking table and have your wife
never ever. Listen, if you are watching this right now, I'll tell you right now, everybody that's seen that clip, because nearly everybody in the planet has seen this, don't ever end up like that. Look what he did. Listen, that man tried everything. This man bought a lake for this woman, and she's still
something play. Money don't buy happiness.
She bought a lake for this woman. He called it her lake. This man did everything he possibly could, and what she do?
He didn't.
And what she do? And do you know why? Because he didn't respect himself enough to say, "Look,
stop that."
Yeah,
stop that.
Stop
that.
Stop.
Hey, little boy.
Stop.
Don't cut your nigga off.
I don't want to hear that. Like, what are you talking about?
Don't cut your. Hey,
like,
do not. Little girl, don't shave your head off.
And most of it is because he was away working. Like, he wasn't making enough time for his family and was putting his career ahead of his family.
It's definitely a part of it. Definitely a part of it.
Family first. You should know that. So anybody watching that or watching this, learn from Will Smith. Learn from it.
Let me translate that to slang for the man. So Dano, my brethren, yeah, what you said, yeah, is basically it's our thing, innit? Get me? We run this. So, boom. Hear what, yeah? See us? We can do anything we can. Anything can run because it's us. You get me? And Bun the Smiths still.
You gotta put the subtitles at the bottom. If you don't put the subtitles, you gotta.
Can you imagine Americans?
You gotta. Yo. Okay. Yeah, if they react to that, that's gonna be. They're gonna need a urban dictionary. Like,
dude, slow down. Okay,
that's funny, man. Yeah. So shout out to that, man. Shout out to everyone watching this. Big up to King Aries. You feel? Big up is another one as well.
Big up, not your usual up. Big up.
Yes.
Get me. And
that's what it is. Like, you know.
Have to touch one more.
Go.
No. This. Off the top of your head. One more subject. Off the top of your head. See, quick fire. Something you want
double standards.
Rah. We're gonna go full circle. That ties back into the
double standards. I saw something on Twitter where a woman quote tweeted.
You're back on Twitter?
Yes.
He's back on Twitter.
Yes.
He's back.
I'm back on Twitter.
Follow him. Throw the tag out.
AJ Ron 24.
Yeah?
That's the Twitter right there.
Those are letters. AJRA.
Yes, 24. You go find it.
Go welcome him back. Go like a tweet, go retweet.
You feel me? So yeah, no, I seen something crazy, and actually this time away has given me enough time to put things in perspective. If I don't like something now, if I see something I don't like, mute or just continue to scroll on. I'm not gonna allow it to affect me. I'm not gonna allow it to change my mood. I'm not gonna allow it to. Don't get it twisted. There's been a few times I've had to kind of go backwards and not put those tweets out. You feel me? Like I've had to cap myself. Like,
let me delete this shit.
Hold on, let me just because but I seen something, and it was. Some woman quote tweeted a tweet that said, "Name your worst dating experience," and it was something along the lines of,
the one I retweeted.
Yeah, it was something along the lines of, we went out to Nando's, he didn't have enough to pay, and he was staring at me to pay or something like that.
I bought food for myself.
I bought food for myself.
That's
what he went to go order, and he's both eating on the food when he didn't have money and things like that, and he said he didn't have money to pay, so something along the lines of she had to pay and whatnot. And she left, or something crazy like that. And I look at it like,
get her, bro. Get her.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Get her, bro.
No, we gotta do this because you see, some of you females here, because you don't love doing this. You see when the shoe's on the other foot, and now is you lot in the position of us. Every single time you lot talk about this equality and all this nonsense until it's time for equality. So hold on, all them dates, we going there. All them dates, all them times that you lot say, I want a man that can take me, I want a man that can support me, I want a man that can treat me. Oh yeah, now we in the equality.
Maybe you want some too.
How about you take me out for a change? I can't get a half chicken and some peri-peri chips.
On you?
I can't do that.
And it's only Nando's, You can't. You know how they're quick to call guys broke, whatever.
Bro, you can't spend
and it's only Nando's.
You can't spend an £89 on me. Really?
I
can't get me a peri and a quarter chicken with a boneless drink. You can't do that. You can't spend £10 or £11 on me for real? Really? Nah, we not doing that because you already know if that was a male that was doing that and he was telling you I'm not paying for you.
And he tweeted that?
Yeah, and he tweeted that. You already know it'd be a whole thread of roasting and women calling him bum
and all the
niggas and all of that and the yes queens and all of that. So no, we not doing that. So shout out to you, but I'm gonna just say it right now, you and your tweet and your quote, BunDat. We not doing that.
Let me get a piece of it.
We not doing that.
The first part is you both agreed to go to Nando's. Piece by piece. Boom. He's come to Nando's, yeah? It's their first date. You don't know that man's situation. So, because the tweet is worded as if it's almost like she's implying he chose to come without, and there's girls that do this.
Right.
He chose to come without, you don't know that.
Right.
He's come, and for whatever reason, he's forgot his work. Something's happened.
And she's conveniently left out.
And he's there, but the way she's tweeted is as if, like, she's been dating for, remember, it's the first date, she said. Yeah. Wow. So you're in that situation right there, right then, yeah? This is what gets me. Your next decision is, I'm gonna get myself food. To me personally, he should have just left right there. That's me personally. Because that shows me something where it's like, whatever situation, whatever's happened, and he's come there to Nando's, she could even be like, oh, wow, that's crazy that happened. If you're hungry, I've got something and we could just share it. You know what I'm gonna She said, I'm gonna get myself food. And she expected him. She expected him to sit there
and watch her
eat. Yeah. So I'm dissecting the tweet. This is why I retweeted it. Yeah?
Wow.
So
some of them are ruthless, bro.
There's people that will actually do that. They'll sit there and watch you eat and just hold their anger in and go home and cuss wherever in. Yeah. But a closed mouth doesn't get fed. It's good to have pride, but pride doesn't put food on your table.
Thanks.
So I kind of like what he did, where he's like, listen, I've come out my way. You don't know how far you driven. You don't know how far you need to go back to get food. I like it because that takes about the balls. I've come out my way and she's got food.
Yeah.
Whether she doesn't call me again, whether she doesn't answer my... I'm at least going to eat. I've come all the way here.
Facts.
So he ate some of her food and she has a problem with that, yeah? And I think it's a beautiful thing where he's showing you straight up, yeah?
It's not going to go like that.
Pride is not more worth than survival at this point.
Facts.
I like a man like that. I like a woman like that. I think... I look at that kind of personality like, yo, that's crazy. I like that. Yeah? So he's eating with you. And then his parting words were, this was fun, we should do it again. Now, the way she's worded the tweet, and all the Simpsons and all the yes queen girls are coming out there, like, they're projecting because they're looking at it as in, as like he clearly means we should come out and eat on your money again. They're taking it like that, and I'm saying, even if you're taking it like that, what's wrong with that? Like you said, the whole double standards. What's wrong with? Okay, you should take me out again. I like this. This was something different. Maybe I've never had this before. Oh my god, this felt amazing. What's wrong with that? But I don't even believe that's what he meant. I believe he meant as in, right? You actually you shared, I came. In his mind, he probably doesn't know you're gonna go and tweet and dog him out.
That's
in his
the thing,
mind,
like, you gonna
she was
make
probably
the
eating
whole
with him.
thing bad.
She was probably eating with him, and he thought, raw. Me and you should eat again. Too. The conversation might have been good.
Exactly.
Like whatever happened,
She left all the good stuff out. And
the fact that he said we should do this again sometime tells me that there was some part of your company, not just the food. Because people, this is England.
Come on.
There's homeless people that get Nando's.
Talk.
People can get food. This is England, yeah? Listen, there's something in that date that he liked, that sparked in him about you. That he wants to see you again. And that the circumstances of you two together. Because eating is a beautiful thing. Like, I eat with my homies.
Yeah.
Because we can really crack on each other and talk and get deep, you know what I mean? So he has no idea that he's going home. And you're going to come on the internet.
And he's viral. He's going to get
You're going to come on the internet.
Go on Twitter and be like, yo, I can't believe...
Oh. And then all these Simpsons and these lost women are here like talking all this nonsense when you don't know, yeah? Bring the slang back. When you don't know that if it was the other way around and she came and she's like, I forgot my wallet or whatever, we'll all expect the guy to be like, oh, cool, I got you. If you got half enough just for me, and he's like, no, I just want to eat by myself, and then she ate my food. Bro, they would have BunDat, right? No one will be having it. So when I retweeted it, I'm glad you saw it, and I'm glad everyone else, there's a lot of people like him I mentioned was like, yeah, you're right. Do you know what I mean? Because I looked at it like, wow, what kind of disgusting human being are you that you're gonna eat and keep someone there to watch you eat?
Yeah, like imagine that. Like I'm the type of person that I get uncomfortable if I'm eating and somebody that I'm with is not eating.
And then second of all, what kind of disgusting human being are you that someone's gonna say to you something positive like we should do this again? And if you don't feel the same way, you could just lock that off. But someone says something to you positive like we should do this again, yeah? And guy says to a girl, I wanna see you again. Like, do you know how hard that is for a guy? After the first night,
this is why guys
you're taught to play it cool and not.
This is why guys
he said, "I want to see you again. We should do this again." Yeah. What kind of disgusting human being are you that you take that scenario and you put it on the internet and he's gonna sit somewhere?
You made him a friend.
He's gonna sit somewhere and be reading it. You know that part about. You know what's gonna hurt him? It's not even the part about he's broke or he didn't have money.
We should do it again. The quote. The misquote.
And he genuinely said that from his heart, and then you put it on the internet, he's gonna see everyone laughing and everything, and he's thinking, raw, the man that was right, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't really say to girls, you see that again. Like, she calls you, you know what I mean? Like, he fully on the first date said we should do this again. You know how because everyone is telling a man to not say something like that.
Yeah.
And he said it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna see himself
because as men were taught to hide our feelings, we're taught to be wrong.
So he's gonna see that and be like, "Rah, that man was right, you know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that to her."
And now, guess what? He might turn into a savage, and then you're gonna come back on the internet talking about all men are trash when realistically it didn't happen.
Do you know how many men?
Some men flip because of that.
I'm that guy. Do you know how many men take money out for the weekend, invite girls out, buy food, get them happy, sell them dreams? Take them to a hotel, wherever, sleep with them and delete them.
That's it. Done.
So this whole, he's broke. How many men will flash you money and done the opposite of that guy? And they would have had the pure, this guy said, I want to see you again. How many men will do the opposite of that guy? They would have fed you, they would have had a great Nando's date, and they would not have said, we should do this again. They would have been on to the next one. Because Nando's is that cheap.
No, but it's not only that Nando's is that cheap, but it was a casual thing. Like, it was the first date. You don't know what could have happened. You don't know how he would have built. Like, he was enjoying himself, and he clearly...
Man said, like, I thought that we should do this again. King, if you're out there...
Hey, hold your head, bro.
She did you a massive
Hold your head. You don't, like...
You learned after the first date.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm going big up Nkusi.
Will Smith learned that after... Sit at a red table.
Yeah. Don't end up like
King, you learned a valuable lesson.
I'ma just say it. I'ma put it like this. Just like the homie Nkusi says, you dodged the bullet. You definitely dodged the bullet, bro. You don't want to put yourself in such a situation where, like you already found yourself out. Like imagine if you're trying to call her and whatnot, your number blocked, you go into her, and now you're a threat. You're a viral threat.
That's deep, man.
You feel me? So that's my point, and that's why we're doing this. We're doing this to remind our people, male and female, you're a lot more than people treat you. You can tend to seek things, validation, acceptance, happiness through other people. If you ain't married, at the end of the day, you should be working on your damn self. And that also doesn't stop even if you are married too. So, that's my point. Lift your head up. Like, never allow somebody to make you feel less than what you are.
Repeat that, please.
I said, never allow somebody to make you feel less than what you are. Look what he said. He called you king, like... Understand that. That's exactly what we were before we were colonized, before we were enslaved and things like that. It's a lot deeper than that. So our queens have been conditioned to think that men's value lie in the commas in their account. The men's value lie in how much money that they can spend on you and what they buy you and things like that.
When the first day.
Imagine. And their value is actually in their values. Their value is in their values, is in their core, is in how they treat, how they carry themselves, how they speak to your mother, like how they carry themselves and how they choose to carry you, what they believe in, their dreams, their hopes, and things of that nature, how they speak and how they interact with people that they call their brother, their sister, their mother, and things like that. You're not going to find that out on the first date, but you can see certain things, certain habits that they've done over and over again. You'll be able to see that. You cannot judge him based on the first date. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm judging her, though.
Bro, talk less of the fact that he just didn't have it that day, and what'd you do? You made him into a viral threat. And that's crazy.
If I play devil's advocate,
go ahead
and be like, okay, he was bummy or whatever. That's not what she wanted or whatever. Yeah, she has every right to not want that and go about her business and be. I'm not happy. He ate whatever. That's her money, her food, and go home. The issue is you coming, like you're saying, you coming to talk about this guy like he's less than a human being, because unlike most guys who would have sat there hungry, he had the balls to join you in some food. How stingy are girls in 2020? I'm confused. He had the balls to eat half a chicken, so that's a quarter.
Wow.
Because most guys would have starved and just been bitter and just sat there.
No, man.
He had, because I like go-getters. I like when people like, yo, you shit, I might never see her again, but I'm gonna eat. Like, that's beautiful to me. I like when I see it, man. I like when I see women. He had the balls to show you something you don't see every day, and you couldn't even recognize it. You're so used to fake stuff,
superficial stuff.
Guys just meeting you and I don't like giving advice, so I'm gonna just say this once, yeah. Girls, guys, everyone, yeah. If someone that you're just getting to know, yeah, you don't know them from nowhere. No one owes no one anything. I hear that. Someone you're just getting to know finds it very easy, yeah, to try and win your affections by throwing cash at you, yeah. You should be very wary, because no, you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. You should be very wary. Someone you're getting to know finds it easy to try to understand you or to try to be vulnerable and say, I don't have this or whatever, yeah? You should be way more open-minded, because that person is doing something. In this world, no one does that. That person is playing their cards right in front of you.
Yes. They're showing you their hand.
There's so many guys broker than that guy, and you can't tell by the way they're renting, whips are moving. And before you realize it's too late, you got kids with him and debt. Do you know what I mean? If a guy you're just meeting on the first day just showing you like, I ain't got that, whatever, you have every right to walk away, but you should also be aware that he's playing his cards right in front of you, because a lot of guys are not doing that today. I'm not saying go over broke guy. You don't. That's not your cup of tea. That's not your cup of tea.
And nobody's saying don't understand. But what we're saying is you don't trash somebody like that or judge them based on your first interaction.
If I meet you and you try to buy me stuff,
like there's a such thing as first impression, but there's also such thing as preservation as well. There's also such thing as holding off judgment. There's also such things as asking questions. At the end of the day, you sat there to eat anyway. And she said I was rolling my eyes when he was enjoying the chicken and about rolling your eyes. Why did you sit there?
No, I'm just like,
why didn't you cool off? Why didn't you go? You know what? I'm gonna just go get takeaway. Let's go do something else.
She didn't want to do. She had made her mind up. But I'm just thinking, what kind of nasty human being are you? Where it's like someone's eating your food. I'm gonna say this. Something like this has happened to me. And unfortunately, we've run out of time.
Yeah.
So we're going to save it for another episode. It might not even be the next episode. Because it needs to be an episode where the theme matches.
Not only that, but we still got something coming soon called Grab a Quick Munch. Obviously, right now, the way things are, that can't really work right now. But this kind of just reminded me of stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And the little ideas that we got coming up. So, again, watch out for that. I have been AJ Braun,
King Aries,
and you just finished listening to
BunDat podcast. Before we're going to do the outro again, see that girl that sent that tweet?
BunDat. You, your tweet, your Fred, your name, and everything else.
Dusty ass chicken.
Finish. Get out of here.
Your butt, Nando's.
That's it. I hope Nando's
DV
ban
order,
you.
no sides.
I hope Nando's ban you. You ain't getting no black card. None. None. We out, man.